Hi guys, today I'll be talking about the history of Chanel and why people are upset with the brand. Chanel was founded by Gabrielle Chanel, otherwise known as Coco Chanel, in 1910. Coco Chanel came from very humble beginnings. She was an orphan and she worked as a shop girl until she associated herself with wealthy men who helped her open her first business. The first Chanel store was a hat boutique, and it quickly grew a clientele of famous European actresses. In 1912, Chanel opened her second boutique, which she expanded her clothing line to include jersey sportswear. In 1915, she opened her first couture house, where she designed her first haute couture line. In 1918, she opened her headquarters store at Rue Cambon. In 1921, the Chanel No. 5 fragrance was introduced. Coco Chanel chose No. 5 because it was the fifth fragrance that was introduced to her, and she thought the No. 5 was a lucky number. By the 1920s, the Chanel brand was worth millions of dollars. In 1924, Chanel's cosmetics line was introduced and tweed suits were introduced. In 1926, the Ford dress was introduced. It's also known as the little black dress. In 1927, Chanel's skincare line was introduced. Sadly for Chanel, everything came crashing down during World War II, and she was forced to close down all her stores in 1945, except for the one in Rue Cambon. During that time, her reputation became tainted because she associated herself with a German diplomat during the Nazi occupation. Chanel didn't make a comeback until 1954, when Chanel introduced her suit design and introduced bell-bottom jeans. In 1955, the 2.55 bag was introduced. In 1957, the two-tone shoe was introduced, and it shortened the foot and elongated the leg. In 1971, Coco Chanel unfortunately passed away. In 1983, Karl Lagerfeld was introduced as the new artistic director of Chanel. In 1987, the first line of watches were introduced. In 1993, Chanel Fine Jewelry was created. In 1995, Chanel introduced its nail polish line. In 2002, Chanel acquired 8 firms. Some of them included Maison Lesage and Massaro. In 2005, the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art dedicated an exhibition for Chanel. In 2008, there was a Chanel fashion show at the Grand Palais. In 2019, unfortunately, Karl Lagerfeld died. Finally, in 2021, the Resort Collection was the first collection to be shown solely online. So after having such a successful and respected history, why are people upset with the brand? Many people have started to feel like Chanel's quality has gone down while its prices have gone up. People complain about the leather quality, dullness, the caviar peeling, the leather imperfections, and loose threads hanging out. Customers also complain about tarnishing of the hardware. Chanel used to use 24-karat hardware, but they stopped using that, so their newer items have been tarnishing. Customers also complain about the quilting not lining up. As of today, the Chanel Small Classic Flap is almost $10,000 on their website. Let me know what you think. Would you pay $10,000 for a handbag? And do you think that the quality is deteriorating? Thanks for watching and see you next time.